retain the ball. He's now a third base ball. These big forwards from high school old boys starting to run forward and straighten hard. Penalty Waikahu. There's penalty Waikahu in the attacking half.
Come up, yeah.
No score. You know what they've got to do really here, high school old boys, is they've got to be flexible. They've got to go and they've got to bounce back. Very hard to be a brick wall against what Waikahu could throw at it. No castle's unbreakable. Here at the Oval. Marvellous day for rugby, the national game. An exciting game, the defending champions. Look at his Thomas over there. He stretched his legs at junior level this season. And we are very, very lucky to have such a committed group of referees. The Poverty Bay Rugby Referees Association have this season shown great loyalty to the game and made themselves available. Isaac Hughes in the middle. On their far side, Les Thomas. Here's Neville Barwick. Isaac Hughes there with a little whistle. He has a little whistle, so they tell me. So the throw to come, Waikahu on attack. Dangerous from this position on the field. Line out far side. They've lost the ball forward off the hands. Ball goes loose. No advantage of Cruz. Look at that high school old boys there in for a textbook tackle. See that there? Let's just have a look and make a textbook tackle. Still no score. High school old boys feed. Danny looks after me. Special feeling about this game here at the Oval today. There's a lot of stake. Tiny White, one of the country's greatest All Blacks. The late Richard Tiny White, formerly Mayor of Gisborne. For so many years associated with intellectually handicapped. Strides on their behalf. Look at that big scrum there from Waikahu. The heebie-jeebies. Waikahu's big push of the scrum. Okay, that was the dummy, and he's in. Well, if that's Calvin Smith, it's good stuff, and I tell you what, that doesn't surprise me at all. These guys are dangerous, they are quick. Wonderful stuff. Wonderful stuff. Waikahu with the first try, Calvin Smith it is. The man who led Waikahu to the Lee Brothers Shield final. Well, what's he doing here? What has he doing here? No try. Well, this is, we don't say controversial, we say it's an amazing decision. So no try, no score. Middle, high school old boys, a reprieve. Isaac Hughes there. Rules no try. Almost everyone here believes it to be a try.
You worry about
so high school old boys.
The cameras are worried about that.
They breathe deeply.
Worry about that. I'll worry about that.
I want the ruling there must have come from the sideline, I would imagine. That far touch. White call him throw. Lucky title on the fly. Could go for Lieutenant. Adrian Wyrell, a powerful forward. Not so often noted for his line-out work, but a very strong all-round forward. Waikahu throw, and that one there is a little off-centre again. Got to throw low and flat on a day like this. It's a windy day, blustery wind.
Don't worry, just keep a note of the score.
Big shoulder there. With the ball in hand. High school old boys, good drive here. Just got to get over the advantage line. Remember, they're playing into the wind. They may have turned the ball over, no, on the high school old boys side. Sometimes you've just got to suck it up, take what comes. Take the minutes and they go down. Still no score. Remember, whoa, dangerous pass! Not the sort of pass you normally throw in your own 22. But this is Tiny White opening day, and all things are possible. You're not going to play conservative rugby on Tiny White opening day. I tell you what, there's nothing like the sound of your own voice before making the hockey stadium. So no score here. YMP Gisborne Oval, and the Oval rarely looks better. It is in fantastic condition. Jeremiah Babai over here on this left wing, the bearded Babai, threatening all sorts of mayhem. He's got some gas. Another line out. These line outs have been a bit of a problem. You've got to throw low and flat, generally with a front on such a windy day. High school old boys with the throw. Yeah, that's much better, and better tactically too. Got the ball in quickly. High school old boys down their blind side, working hard. They haven't had much opportunity to show what they can do on attack. Maybe this is it. Maybe even though they're on their own side of halfway by 12 metres, maybe this is it. That's unfortunate for them in the touch. Hold on, full back for our Waikiki coming up. Jacob Leaf there with a boot. Jacob Leaf with a boot the ball. And there's another ball on the field at the moment. High school Old Boys under pressure. Just outside their own goal, right? Okay, coming down. Sometimes you're going to get that odd rugby ball, odd foreign ball if you will.
Take the scores off.
Oh, hold up, it's just turning on.
But the only solution will be to take the ball.
It means it's turning on. I'll do it here.
Hold on.
So no score. High school Old Boys to restart. We're going to think seriously about this.
What's the score?
There's the ball, still no score in the game, no score. That's Lyle gets stronger. Man, he's powerful. He is powerful. Waikahu's getting up here looking strong over there on that wing from Casey Wilson. Lost the ball forward there, Waikahu. The even-tempered Isaac Hughes. And referees are thin on the ground these days. Had the best of the best injured, unfortunately, during the ring. Daniel McPherson, but we still have Isaac Hughes. Still have Lewis Thomas. We've still got Fred Barlett, Neville Barlett. Earlier on, help from the coast came at Troy Pullett Sr. and also Jackson Reuben Swinton. So they come out of the woodwork to help their Poverty Bay brothers. No score. Waikahu look to put the squeeze on High School Old Boys here. It's a really big scrum battle, an important one for them to win. The penalty goes to the High School Old Boys. Once again, one of those road balls is on the field. And, okay, well, this is a try here, and that's it. And remember, it took about 10 or 15 seconds for the last one to be ruled out. It's going to count. Put the clock. 5 minutes.
Oh, yeah. No, I'm just thinking about my hand. Oh no, I
Calvin Smith. Mr. 7-0. I'm still trying to figure out what it's going to be. 7-0 to Calvin Smith. Poverty Bay captain, and I tell you what, class act all round. These two teams here, they are capable of playing some very good rugby. And you'll find that more guys will join the sides, I'm sure, of the clubs throughout the season. Sometimes that can be a little sharp. But they come around the rugby eventually. So, Waikahu with a trying conversion, that first one,
Just turn it down a bit.
who I thought was going to be credited with the first part of the match earlier in just the first half. 7-0.
We're not going to worry about the timing. We just have to endure it and play. It's just too much of a cut.
Waikahu had the ball. They had secured it. See some of their big boppers really get going. You'll know when they do. Oh, there's the biggest of them. Gisborne comes right through. High School Old Boys gets there and make their tackles. That was great profit. Jacob Leaf covers the ball, doesn't lose it forward. Good hard run from Gordon's first run. Did that go forward on the ground? High School Old Boys had the ball. That's McGuire. Tanner McGuire wearing 23, I think. We've got McGuire there wearing 23. The outside centre, so in theory that's 13, but today it's 23. Sometimes these teams are filling out according to the size of players. Sometimes guys don't necessarily fit a certain number.
They just suck it at some big ones.
Rugby was my favourite team.
Bavai over here in 11 can go, and I mean go. He's on the left wing, wearing 14, but he is on the left wing. Fullback Roy Horo up in the line. Tane Maguire, the more experienced player, waving him back. He's keen though, isn't he? The young fullback. Okay, Waikahu and won the line out, and they're running now. Elman Smith
Should be headphones
into
plugged
the
into
middle
each
and
system, right?
James
I'm trying to
Buchanan.
find this shit.
Good play by Buchanan, good gain in ground for Waikahu. Leading by 7 points. Is that Wyrell again? It looked like Wyrell. It was Wyrell. Oh, Tail brought the gain! And again it goes that flick pass. Sometimes you need to keep things simple. And a man of that stature only needs to keep it simple. Moment 7-0. My God. Coming through next to that ruck. 7-0. Tane Maguire. Haven't seen the youngster Roy Horo before. Just to see what he does when he gets the ball. Corey Dayana, we've seen a lot of over the years. He's a talent. Matt Naden, second 5 out there. Good young player. And outside him, Bon Huata. Corey Love, first 5, Scott Talent at halfback. He told me that he wanted to use the season to build his confidence up, find some form. So Lisa Newval, Mike Wallason, James Jenkins. So these players frankly know the game better than any commentator, but the fact is, on a day like this, if the throws are flat and the throws are quick, the ball doesn't run off beam. The definitely try to throw the ball, more chance of something going wrong.
The Wi-Fi is not loving it.
Scott Talent, the feed. High school old boys have been under pressure territorially in this the first half of the day.
That's what it is. Focus on the
Get off the very small situation. High school old boys, they go back to go forward. They go back to go forward. Just on their 22, around about 3 metres in from the far touch. Trailing by 7 at the moment. Isaac Hughes trying to keep Waikahu on side. High school old boys don't lack for brave runners. You'll get that out of Tamanui Hill and Jenkins and company. Good strong sub here for nice global forward, but they also don't want to be too high in terms of body position. The higher you are, the easier you are to hold up. Mentally now, high school old boys. One of those techniques I wonder if they're forward to practice during the week is to try and get as low as possible, as quickly as possible. Don't let the big guys smother you. High school old boys touch on this side, on this far side. Trailing by 7. They have options to find the line on line kicks with both left foot and right foot. 7-0. That was the try and conversion. Bavai on this left wing wearing 14. Jacob Leaf is a very good stepper. He's an artist. Doing 5 in the back line is Dalton Cowie. And Waikahu runs. Smith there with the short ball. And running backwards with the ball now is James Buchanan. Buchanan straightens up a good bell. He's made a couple of good runs early in the first half. James Buchanan. Playing the game with Vinman Vigor. Jacob Leaf now can dance. Jacob Leaf, the last dance. Caught there, a very good tackle by Matt Naden. Down low. Nice tackle there by the youngster. Okay, and here's Tane Maguire. Coming around the mountain. Loose ball. Shoe went flying. Shoe. High school old boys player without a shoe. And at the moment, 7-0. They're under pressure in their own goal area. And they've got to ground the ball. To be honest, you don't really want to do that. I know you'd like the ball to go dead, but if you take that risk, letting the ball bobble around in goal, there's a chance the opposite. It was Tane Maguire's shoe.
Sometimes it's a jittery.
Flying out of that ruck. With forwards at headgear with backs at feet. 7-0. Roy Horo form there, number 24. I've talked to a lot of people who've been watching local rugby for a long time, and they're all unanimous. They've never seen a bigger man on the field. Jacob with ball in hand. Exciting game today. Scotty beats the scrum. Look at the big push! Oh, big push! And the boot, Yummer Carson.
Who's that?
And the try is awarded there to Waikahoo. Well, is it awarded here to Waikahoo? Yes, it is. Okay, Waikahoo have been awarded a try, so excellent follow-up play by Waikahoo. That's amazing stuff. Once again, ball was loose. All those Cowboys players, I think, tried to pick the ball there. White ball who chased. You play to the whistle, as they say, and that's why they're now up at 12 points. And the score is 12 goals. You see some interesting things in modern rugby. It's not as simple a game as it was. Although the general rule of thumb is, if the ball's in your own goal area, you need to get it to touch quickly. 12-0 at the moment, 2 tries. Calvin Smith with a second conversion attempt. And he converts for 14-0. Sometimes things happen on the field and you can hardly believe what you're seeing. You look at that and shake your head and say, no, that cannot have happened.
Sure, Cozzy.
Well, it just happened. So it's 14-0, and it is Waikahoo with 2 tries, 2 conversions. An entertaining piece of rugby. You can grizzle about the errors and all the rest if you want to, but entertaining rugby, 14. Try. I feel like we're starting to go.
You've got to be watching. Yeah, I think they're like past
Story there, I know, with that lovely left foot. That ball to hang up there. Okay, goes line and stiff. Ball in the hands of Wirral, comes down the right touch. Good strong run. Waikahoo's forward. They're in sync today. Running strong, good high school old boys defense as well. Good determined defense. Got to make those first up tackles. Got to make those first up tackles count. You've got to make them. Waikahoo line up across the face. Oh, lovely pass there by McGuire to Horo. Horo to Rabbi. Horo! Horo there, and Rabbi on his outside. Down this left cut. Might you score, we'll never know. And the ball is loose, the forwards. Oh, the forwards. 14-0. They had an opportunity for a moment there. Horo down the front line. Rabbi leaning up on his left. Sometimes it's about communication at times. Waikahoo that has shown a lot of promise. Calvin Smith, though, encouraging his man Horo. No point growling. They're going to get better and better throughout the season. Adrian Wirral, magnificent forward. And Kamanui Hill, nobody tries harder than Kamanui Hill. He hits like a hammer. High school Obras have fed the scrum on a number of occasions, but they've been pretty much landlocked in their own half. Another big scrum from Waikahoo. Scott Talent will have a crack. Talent there out with a bend at Wirral. Wirral gets to him. That is a very good, disciplined piece of defense from Adrian Wirral. It was a classic ball and all tackle. Very good up top. That's a fine piece of rugby. Uppercut on McGuire with Broughton in the back. Will it be Wirral? Okay, they go to 2 with good ball again, and the ball against the tough one. Here's the Mario Council captain, that's if he can.
This whole platform is very
I just scored that super try, I'm not sure. I'll have to check later on. In the moment, 14-0, 2 tries, both converted by the captain Calvin Smith. They blow over, as they say in the modern game. Okay, and over here to the right-hand side, Waikahoo with boot the ball, the box kick. May take a long roll and it's gone there, so the kick certainly going too far and pretty fair. Okay, the rules have changed now, excuse, to a degree. There's still no time or place on earth for you to get it. So 14-0. game being played at good pace and in the right spirit so far. It's been a really good game of rugby. Tough, going to be tough when you look at the size of the people involved. Scrum at halfway. High school old boys. Mike Watterson, James Kent, Alexi Newell. High school old boys. Got to get into the Waikahu half. I think they've been in the Waikahu half only once. Perhaps twice, but I think not. There's Thomas prowling the sideline over there. Now assistant referee Big Barb scuttling down the sideline here. 14-0. 2 converted tries. The second one was would have come as the shock of their players' high. But we thought if it was another big scrum from Waikahu. Talent. Got the ball away to Corey Love. Love over the head of Roy Hoodle. Roy Hoodle recovers. Roy Hoodle there with boot to ball. And Talent on the sideline. Great hands here. Away from Bevi. Bevi stays with him. And the ball goes down and it goes forward, unfortunately. On Huata. Talent did well over there and Bevi stuck to him. That's classic rugby football. Great catch and good clean tackle. That's what this game's all about. Look at Watterson. Jenkins is, well, Watterson's got to be in the middle there, sure. He's wearing a different number. Mario Council, he's done some good things. He's dodged away from a few fours. Still 14-0, remember, 2 converted tries. Nice one up. Well, this one down, wants the ball. He wants the ball. Wants the ball out. Corey over there is the ball. Well, that hits the flag, and now they're going to ask the question to the referee. Well, okay, kick from this side to that side, but that hit the flag itself. And there's nobody on earth that knows all the law. 14-0 the game will be played at a good pace. You'll see where they are fitness-wise probably in the last 20 minutes of the second half of play. You'll want a deep bench team. Because there is benches saying, Tane Maguire, got to step on once, Porto up in the back line, really wants a piece of the action. So keen as all youngsters are. Had a couple of opportunities to run. Isaac Hughes is the meat and the sandwich. Isaac there between, whoa! Isaac there in between the Waikahu boards. And then high school old boys right out there. Good ride here by Waikahu. They do the basics well. The referee's hand is upraised. The signal for the high school old boys players to stay on side. Now penalty here. Penalty awarded to high school old boys. He comes across as being a fairly calm character these days, Isaac Hughes. As with players, he's improved a great deal over the years. It was well taken. Like the Royce Maynard and Hamish Campbell worked really well with him, and I know he appreciates it. These guys are a good bunch, these referees. Work hard for the game. Hard as any player. And just like clubs, they work very hard to get their numbers up and keep them up. Right to customise the old boys. Should the wind die down a little, they'll have different line-out options. But for the moment, I would have thought short and flat would be the way to go. I would have thought.
It's not hot, but it's
Towards the middle, that's a good take. Nothing wrong with that. Okay, boots the ball over halfway. Porto there underneath it. Great hands from the young man, and now he puts boot to ball. A kick is only as good as the chase which follows. Came through there, Horo, and forced another kick. Okay, now, whoa! Between the legs, the old figure 8 dribble. The old figure 8 basketball dribble. I'm wondering what's happened here, because the Waikahu player actually has the ball. Okay, Mario Council. Mario's a fantastic player, Mario. Lovely guy to be around. Positive teammate. Club man. One with Scrum and stable. That's a marvellous platform from which to mount the attack. Jacob Leaf there was boot the ball. Okay, and there are some excellent hands over there by Isaiah Moore. One or two of these guys may go along harder by wearing numbers opposite. Isaiah Moore wearing his head. We've got Jacob Leaf there, and he holds on to the ball and gets the pass away.
Recording.
Sometimes you've just got to hang on to the ball. Waikahu with lots of hands and Gordon in the corner. Oh, good three! Gordon in the corner and finishing off. A move in the outside back. The very last place on it. You would have imagined the big guy getting across, but you know what that tells me? It tells me that the big guy is working very hard and he's getting around the field because he popped up there in the chain and finished in the corner and with nice ball style. So at the moment, well, 19 points to
When the ball gets closer to you, bro, zoom out so you can get a wider shot.
And Broughton in the corner. Not under the bar, not 2-8 men, but fleet of foot in the right corner. 19 down. He dispense with the tee here, or has it? That Calvin Smith over there is going to take a shot. Game well attended here, and I think the fans of these clubs need to appreciate this.
Try moves a bit smoother.
Rugby back.
Don't try to push it. If it's too tight, then loosen up some of the loosen up the thing.
You know, we have no limit on crowds, and people are loving the national game.
No, when I
Sometimes
push
you
it,
don't
it
know
just
what
like
you've got to
jumps.
lost.
Yeah, well, you got to loosen this up here, bro.
Rugby more and more, their club,
Loosen that
which
up.
I think is a good thing.
That's smoother.
19 mils, Calvin. You've got to get the height and start on the right. Height is right. Got to start outside that right post.
Kind of got to predict where the ball's going to go, bro.
Well, obviously not. Still 19 mil. Well, seen some entertaining rugby today. Some rugby played at a good pace. Forwards and backs involved. And interplay between backs and forwards. Now there is an old quote, I can't remember who it was that told me about it a year or so ago. The forwards decide who wins the game and the backs decide by how many points. I'm not quite sure who it was that told me. 19 nil. I'm enjoying myself. The game has been well controlled, well officiated. Goes long now, Corey. Ball hangs up in the air. Strong forwards of Waikahu there, fearless. Mind you, when you're that big, what should you be scared of? That's Jacob Leaf. Away to Hoodle. Roy Hoodle, good pace. Throws the dummy. Isaiah Lamore gets a shoulder to him. He's onside. And the bodies pile up. Bodies start to pile up. Okay, that's Mario Council hit hard. Scotty gives him a pat on the back. Calvin Smith,
you don't have to
what can he work from here? What wonder can he work? Calvin Smith with a long bounce here. That's a brilliant kick at the moment. Doesn't quite touch. Oh, wow. Gee, that's a marvellous kick. I got to admit to still wondering exactly why the change to the law was made, but a brilliant result there for Waikahu and Calvin Smith. That's a fantastic kick. Get the throw back. Play here from Waikahu. Don't tell me that the throw isn't straight. That would be unbearable after such a good kick for touch. Isaac Hughes. Tell you what, it's just neat to be at rugby, I'm telling you. Neat to be there. Civil Project Solutions, Premier Rugby. Josh Willoughby and the Poverty Bay Rugby Football Union, they've done a good job of laying this on. Event's very well organised as always.
This camera's loose as hell.
Waikahu coming around the left here, going open side. And Jared Broughton again. They brought him down short of the line. Good defence by Ice Wildboy. They're gutsy, they're hanging on for dear life. They caught pride in the line. Penalty Waikahu. They've surely got to tap and run. Well, no, they don't surely have to do anything. Scrum Waikahu.
They just got to try, bro. So,
push these guys across. And remember too,
away, just got to try. So press away.
Big guys, big front row.
And watch if they get this conversion, bro. If they get it, press convert.
So far in terms of territory, it's
Video here,
predominantly
watch
one
the
of the
camera.
obviously. They scored 3 first half tries, committed 2 of them. From 19 points to 0. Haven't yet seen what the high school Longboys backs are capable of. They
Did you
haven't
get
had ball.
No.
Okay, and the big
Usually
scrum
if
here
you
from
get some,
Waikahu.
the flags will go up.
And they get across. Imagine that's Krista Morton.
This camera is loose. We'll take it off during the second half.
And that there makes it 24
And then we'll tighten it up because that's right, shaky.
Something other because you're the marketing the thing was like, what are the lessons you can look at none of the moments, 26 now. They dominated field position. And it's been very difficult for high school Longboys to get into the game.
Submission just for 1 minute.
26 now.
Hopefully this solves it.
Okay. Some days are sent to test you, and for high school Longboys it would seem to be that day. Reserve players coming onto the field of play now. You wonder if that's Philip Cookser or not. Tairāwhiti from halfway. Okay, this time with height as it floated too far. Ball takes a bounce and touch. Okay, so now Waikahu scrum. It is warm here. One misconversion by Calvin Smith, but he gave landed 3 of them. Well, it's a dangerous Okay, Waikahu off and running again with plenty of ball and an opportunity to show what they can do. And Isaiah Moore on this side, Mike Tupai on the other side of the ground. Two wings, Tony Noa, the fearsome Noa, number 1. Lovely guy you'll never meet, but he is fierce. It's over there in the front row. Packed down, Mario Council. He looks frightened. There he goes.
Yeah, well, they could have met them.
Waikahu feed, Waikahu scrum, Waikahu up 26-0. Tiny wide opening day in 2022 at the Gisborne Oval. Calvin Smith has the ball, run. Short pass there for Jacob Lee. Good defence by high school old boys. Defence is good. That's Adrian Wirral now running on the horse. Adrian Wirral up to Corey Hunter. They went a little high on Adrian Wirral. And he's so strong in the upper body, hard to bring him down. There's Babai the other sideline. Babai has wheels. There's no question about that. Selimar Babai with their 5th try. It's now 31 points to 0. And this has been a very impressive start to the season from the defending champions. One thing to have the Lee Brothers Shield, another thing to come out in the first game of the following season and played well. Two entirely different things. So 31 points to nil, no conversion attempts yet. 31 nil.
No, you're right there.
And this for, well, who's taking, Jacob Lee's taking the shot. Calvin Smith will allow him to take the shot. So 31 to nil at the moment. High school old boys have a young back line that I think if they get the ball, they could be interested in watch, but they just
Hopefully we can sort it out the second half.
Jacob Lee. It's one for 33 nil at half time. It has been all white for who? High school old boys have been brave. They've made some first up tackles, but it gets harder the longer the sequence runs. At the moment, 33 points to nil. Some good rugby from the defeated champions. They've been strong. No dirt, nothing silly. A really good game of rugby. Well controlled by Isaac Smith. He's there. And at the moment, there's a big scoreline of 33 points.
Put the try down. No. The try, the score. We're going to try. And is he going to get the conversion? Put the conversion down. Now, half time.
Chris.
So there's a couple pages. You go to that one. Press the half time one. Yeah. Wait a couple seconds.
Hey boys, good game.
Turn your audio off.
Hey, this is off at the moment, isn't it?
Yep.
Blows the whistle because they're time.
High school old boys come on the right side of the ground. I don't understand what we're now waiting for. Okay, kick off. Started playing and all hands in the sun, and that was a big hit from the restart play. Maybe the referee has to have a look and look like it. White Kohu, big strong runners up there. Keep them on the ball up. That Lieutenant hitting it hard. High school old boys got the ball. Now this is Toru Noinoa. He's got the ball, and they've got Toru Noinoa. Round about 5 over halfway. Jacob Leap again. Stepping, stopping, starting, restarting. And still 33. No, the ball bounces off, I think, one of the boards and goes loose. High school old boys have it now. And they're playing under a boundary line. Look at Scott Taylor scrapping over there. He's trying hard over here. James Kenny on this side of the ground is injured. And the referee, Mr. Thomas, has told the stop to it. Looks to be an ankle or a foot. Now, this is not one of these situations where dozen people run out with
yeah, keep an eye on the conversion. You want to get kicker and the goal shot. So, line them up on that square. Zoom out, because you can't see the goal. Yeah, bro.
Okay, 33 nil.
And then,
one of those 33 nil.
So just click out the window.
Well, it's Kenny, and he's played a good honest game so far.
You want to put the kicker on the centre eye right there.
There's Thomas was adjusting the microphone there. Taking the place of Isaac. Will he carry on? He'll leave the field. So James Kenny about to leave. Well, he is leaving the field. Literally.
Now, do the points for the conversion. Did he get that?
33
You did it. Oh wait, I think you got it.
High school old boys fairly much well over the defensive in their first time, but they did make some strong attacks. They never right off the field. Once or twice high, but they never stopped that chase hard. Fantastic stuff. Like a hero, pushing forward as the big forward reserve team. I can only imagine that the keep coming in big shot talent. He's been very busy. Okay, good scrum this time by High School Old Boys. That was a very good scrum by the Blue and White. Now they've got to stay in control of it. That's Blue down. Ball will take a bounce. While the ball has now bounced over the head of Casey Wilson. High School Old Boys trying to blow over. They have it. Oh, the loose ball behind two Waikahu players and in front of another. Here now is Calvin Smith. Right man in the right place at the right time to spark a counter-attack. He's always thinking 2 or 3 steps ahead. 33 nil. High School Old Boys with a very good start scrum-wise to this is second half. It can't be easy. But everything's worth fighting for. Committing themselves, pitches stand on a power of strength. There in the line. Can he get up for it? Will it be hard? It's going to be Fletcher. It's always going to be Fletcher Scammell. Tanner drags it down. Tamanui Hill with a short ball. High School Old Boys spirited rugby here. They didn't have a lot of ball in the first half. Now they got the ball back to celebrate. High School Old Boys win the ball and it's hard to attack. But they're going sideways and have to stop and start again. They have momentum for a moment, for a fleeting instant. High School Old Boys, ball in hand. Third, fourth base ball, good win at the line out. Don't forget how it started. Fletcher Scammell, it's set piece. And penalty now, high school old boys.
Yeah.
There's Thomas.
So were they training? Yeah.
You talk about a servant of the game. The guys that we have blowing the whistle How about Mitchell there soaring out, catch that ball? How we? High school old boys, what is the sense of having a little bit of ball? Whether it's a scrum ball, line-out ball, anything. Still 33-0. But now they're on attack. He's playing the wing in the second half, over there in that right corner, pushing down that sideline, and they have line-out ball again. Brighter, breezier start here in the second half. High school old boys going hard. They almost got referee Thomas short of the line. They continue. They came very close to scoring there. High school old boys have battled and battled hard. They don't want to lose it right on the goal line, not on the try line. You don't want to turn it over there. That is obvious. This game had a strong start. I should have never Calvin Smith on what he scored. They're about to take the conversion or two.
Yeah.
Face it might be from Mike to who. You've got to get the face on line. Line kick's got to go out. These are some of the subtleties and intricacies of rugby. Good line kick, finding touch, basic things, little things. Bottom of there, a lot of dash and slash, but sometimes it's not just away from the face. Ready for nil. White ball who throw. Okay, loose ball again, Mario counts it bravely down the blind side. It was a very little blind side, he was very, very brave. And he pokes up, bump now again, and again! High school old boy smothered Lawson.
Yeah, that's right. So
like a blanket. Okay, loose ball again. Gee, that's some wonderful hands there from Jacob Lee. And cutting the wire. And Wilson down the sideline. Casey Wilson, he's coming strongly. Casey Wilson, such a powerfully built guy. Like a brick lavatory. And Waikahu with the ball continues. It's going north. Kick to the far wing. For Babai. Babai steaming across down the sideline. That Babai can move. Good Lord. Don't go to the ground. 3-0. Waikahu. 1 minute, they're under pressure at their own end. Within seconds, they're down the other end. And meaning business. 33-0. High school Alders, got to try and hold Waikahu here. Got to win their own line out forward, get down the other end of the park. Can do nothing at the own end. 32-0. Pressure on them there. Now is not the time to start walking if you're a player out there, particularly if you're in blue and white. You've got to keep going. Then the tummy hurts. Taken, I think, by Wyrell. Waikahu on the drive here. Haven't seen much of Waikahu on the line-out drive, but we see it here now, and they can do it. Maybe they're a little tall there, but they're very tall at the moment. It breaks down. Calvin Smith gets the ball over to Hoddle. Here is the fullback for Waikahu, Roy Hoddle. Young guy, Gray. Looks almost, well, is that a line out these days? White coupon. Try it. Well, necessity is the mother of a bitch. And you saw Mike Coupon there down the sideline. Get away with it. Get away with it. 33-0. I'm going to put the slide on somebody's face. Try to come from Waterson. Waterson throw the ball into play. And Nixon found it all up and down. Imagine if you didn't have this 2.5 down along the sideline. Then we've got 1, 2, 3, we've got 4 sidelines. A lot of rugby, senior one rugby. Very good today, with very good standard. Okay, they won the line out there, home to the old boys. Battling hard, fighting for every inch of ground. High school old boys are not prepared to just give it away, and that's Gordon going through the middle. That's bad dreams are made of. Okay, and here is McGuire in good position. McGuire, the creative McGuire with that step. Boots the ball. Did he do that with the left foot? It's amazing, it's Lenore. And I just worry down up. Here's Casey Wilson. Man, is he big. He's strong. Comes hard, goes straight. That's a tackling back. Some strong stuff there from him. Now McGuire there with a lovely pass to Babai. Babai boots the ball. Babai more. Renowned for his finishing as opposed to chip and shot. I
had to deal with the stream over here.
But none of them are very, very Those are the ones that you know, a lot of try and the high school onwards guys will continue to tackle. They've had a stump here. Big blast on the whistle there from these bodies. Behind us, Young Māori Party versus Pirates. Earlier on, I believe OBM dispatched one for 16-0. Coming last one out of it. It's a great Scrum now is taking a long time. Here now, Tane Maguire playing fullback, building it up in the back, counter attack. And there, strong stop from Tane Maguire. Penalty now, high school old boys. Guys are hurt. Guys are down, physical game. Very clean, but hell of a hard. Casey Wilson going to bring it back on the hoop. Ball takes a bounce there over the sideline. Smart thinking there from high school old boys. They're going to try and strike. You know, while the catch away really. So want to go toe-to-toe with White and get the ball behind White and turn them around. These guys on the front foot obviously they're trying to stop them. That's exactly why. High school old boys have to turn them around. Shift the ball. Don't want to go toe-to-toe with Provo Canera. So try to come. Jeff Parry's on the field. No finer gentleman in all of rugby. Jeff Parry to throw the ball into play. That's for Adrian Wire on the contest. Wow, that was number 16 for the unsuspected bit of football.
Sorry, they scored a try. They scored a try.
Strong stuff here. High school boys force doing well here. Confrontation
Put it in.
coming. Oh! Jared Baldwin with a shoulder!
Conversion. He's kicking a conversion over there.
If it was, he would have got Amanui Hill there with a good strong third. Third there from the high school boys. What a try, just one. Okay, that pass is
Did he make it? Huh? Did he make it? I don't know. You have to be... as the cameraman, you have to be recording, but also keeping score as well. Okay?
Now, I was given something to do about number one. And I'm pretty sure coming around to the wall, runs into his shoulder there. And a big one from Selection Hill now himself. The man himself. 33-0. High school all boys scores, but not back off. Long pass, a floater. Over there in the direction of Bavai. Can they get the ball to him? Certainly trying hard. High school all boys hanging on like Grimby. 33-0 still. Ball through the hands. Whiteley with numbers out here. 3 guys. 2 of whom are unlikely in terms of the position on the field. Okay, it's messy now, it's messy rugby. It's awfully scrappy. Without any sort of show. Oh, Jeff Harder there. Oh, the ponytail of Jeff there bouncing about. So, they are to boot the ball with the wind. Went backwards there off kind of. Well, surely can't rule it went forward from there. No, there's consequence. Rule penalty there to high school officers. That would have been a long distance call. In terms of going forward. Dano Maguire, I love the way he plays the game. It's exciting. Always looking to shift the ball. Creative, just a class player, frankly. Isaiah Lamar's got a few touches. Made some tackles. What you want is a young player in the Premier Grade. And guys in the Premier Grade, I'm fairly sure, are younger these days than sometimes they used to be. You just want to come off the field and play and tell mum and dad I made some tackles. I made a couple of runs. I got on the field. Did you touch the ball? Yes, I touched the ball. You feel like you contributed something. And what you know is going to be a tough year. I don't think there's a higher honour in rugby when you give your dust to the team that you know is going to be good. Mike Lobo is batting here. They're down in mud by 33 points. Waikahu have the ball. They have the... Okay, Mike Lobo is slow. Short and on or signaling there. Sub. So let you know about play powerfully. He is a very good guy. Strong build. Big profit, I can understand that. He gives a great deal of himself. High school old boys, that was talent. Stuff there was that much time. Okay, now some room to move here. Lovely pass there from Wild over the head. Well, should you go over the head there? The Wilson or what? High school old boys, the sequence of 3 straight championships. Waikahu have won the last 2 titles. OBM got in 3 years ago. I really enjoyed the time right opening day. I had a real privilege, and it was a privilege, to late many years ago.
Oh, bro.
He thought it was a
Do you keep pushing this button?
He really enjoyed it, he loved it. It was a huge honour to meet him and to see his name put on this day. First day of the Sydney Great Club Rugby season. Shake of leaf here, getting the pass away. Not a good ball at Horo. Horo has been remarkable today. His courage has popped up in some unusual places. They're wiring again, 33-0. This has been a much stronger defensive effort in the second half. That was Toru Nono.
our structure.
In the second half in high school old boys, you look at a scoreline like that, 33 0. If you had this character, you would have given up. There's no way had they. Guys have continued to try and tackle hard. And the wind plays a part. It's not an excuse. It plays a part. They've used it to do the work. They were rated in the second half and was pretty good. There's promise that they had a change of their 3.5 times. I suppose that in the first half, there's promise that combined in the second half. Very enjoyable. Positive rugby. Like telling me with push the ball. And Horo there in good position. I think he's been very good. That's McGuire getting the pass back to Horo. And he is light there, man. I don't doubt for a minute that Horo is the lightest player on the field. No doubt in my mind. There's some real super heavyweight stuff here. High school is going to run again. Brute the ball underneath it is Wilson. Well, that went backwards. It went forward, but off the ground. It's allowed to bounce forward off the ground. Now that's McGuire trying to get around Casey Wilson, trying to run down the block. Good stuff. So top our Stewart out there, I think, for.
So you're saying that really.
Adrian Weil there with a fin. Adrian Weil trying to slip the pass. Oh, great tackle there by Talent. Wouldn't let him slip the pass. Recognised the danger. Casey Wilson hard and straight. Just go hard and straight. Casey Wilson back in field. Calvin Smith. He's not tackled. Kelly's tackled. Calvin Smith to ground. They set up. Broughton again. Held on to the low one off the top rope. Broughton there. In 33-0. Whiteclaw using the ball. Spreading the ball. 33-0. Waikahu continuing to come, continuing to play positively. Not resting on their laurels. Broughton made a couple of runs and a third one and gets a penalty here. High school old boys have to recover. They're not 10 metres back. They only have to go back as far as the goal line, remember. Well, what's happened here now? I heard another whistle there from referee Tom. Players seem to be injured on the field, so they are going to wait. Time is off. I think that's a very sensible decision by referee. I understood how it is. Some referees can allow play to continue when a guy is so obviously hurt. I would like to see more of this, frankly. I think that's a good piece of refereeing. There's like 2-5. You guys played the game in a good spirit over the last 6 hours. Waikahu and high school boys. We played the game the right way.
Is that one, right? I don't know, bro.
Really be impressed by some of the skills that we've seen.
That sounds like a full drive.
The skills that we've seen, some of them are very good. Scrum out, very good. Line out,
I know.
Very quick.
What's going to pick this conversion while you've been wearing uniform?
The game has been well run by these referees too. They haven't been affected. Pressure now on the boys and Waikahu come forward at 33-0. Their best try scoring opportunity so far. And it's the second half of play.
pretty silly.
5 tries.
Then look, you have to watch for those two runners when they put their flags up, Jim, both of them. Then you got it.
Well, boys, looked likely early in the second half before. But unfortunately, just didn't spend enough time to get right into the park.
That he'll find.
And now you'll be hoping for a huge from here. That will take now time on the ground, beautifully balanced, beautifully balanced. Hit by referee Thomas, and high school boys have to get back on. Well, get on the situation very quickly, get this moving very quickly. Longer it takes for them to set up. Oh, number 1. Wow. No. I was listening in. Okay.
Yeah, when I've seen you.
No, high school old boys, can they get one? Just one. High school old boys had to weather the storm. White Cahoon, second scrum, 2 guys on halfway. Good scrum there from White Cahoon. The platform was well set. It's a lovely pass from Calvin Smith. Oh, a little risk associated with it, I suppose, but you don't try it and nothing happens. Ball is loose. You don't try it, you can't criticise a guy on tiny white opening day for playing some rugby. High school old boys now have the ball. Their chance to do something. But they've got to act quickly. Commonwealth Hill, confronted by Booth, Bob, White Cahoon ball. Hands onto the ball. White Cahoon drive them back in position. High school old boys. We go down at half time in the second half. They have been gutsy. They have been resolute. They stand on the ground, trying to protect the ball. They have played with enormous heart in this the second half of play. They have been gutsy. Here's Lamar, young player. Casey Wilson, big winger. Here's Casey Wilson, big winger, bang in the mower. He stood his ground. He was brave, so brave. That's Tairāwhiti. Booger, down the middle there, Tairāwhiti. I love it. Strong stuff. Calvin Smith accelerates now. Lovely pass to Jacob Lee. And you know what it is? Every now and then Calvin Smith decides to take the game by the scruff of the neck, and that's exactly what he does. See him hit the ball at speed, lovely pass. Jacob Lee has played with him long enough, knows his game well enough. Sees this guy get to the line, he's got to back up the ball play deals and now 38 points to 0. That was the White Cahoon captain, the defending champion, showing of what a kingdom he is the head. And now 38 points to 0. That was a marvellous piece of rugby. 38 0. I am enjoying myself. 38 0. Calvin Smith. And Calvin Smith, you know, one of the best things about this guy, they go to track games. Yeah, there'll be a team. But the camaraderie between these teams is really, really good. 38 done at the moment, likely to be 40. But after your major disaster, not go over, okay, he gets it to 40. And Les Thomas has kept pace in the second half very well. He gets a pat on the back from Calvin Smith. Look,
that was a good time to rest.
magnanimous
A good stretch.
appreciating that
Oh, what
from
happened?
Les Thomas. These guys,
You tell
don't
them
say
you could
thank
watch
you
it
to them
again.
often enough.
Just that was a good time to rest. Have a little
These
stretch.
guys have done a very good job with the whole day today.
There's no action now, so
And in 2008, Tiny White medal. The first day was Michael Broadhead. That gives you an idea of the caliber of people that are playing. This young Hunter Jones out there.
next time we have to bring fans out. A lot of
Rocket
Sunday
out here on the west Marshall.
put it in the news.
Guess he got knocked
Mario
down.
Campbell, who's coming next?
Guess he got knocked
Adrian
down.
Lyle. Really good balance from him to running hard. That was Maguire now to Calvin Smith. Maguire's gone down. He's hurt. Maguire. Ball kicked ahead. Marshall trying to come forward. Okay, and the ball bounces out over the touchline. What happened to Maguire? Never. Leg muscle or something is gone. Good.
Yes.
40 to 0. What that scoreline doesn't say is that it's 33 to 0 at halftime. And so high school boys have only conceded one conversion try in the second half. Brave stuff. 40 to 0. High school old boys have won their own line-out ball. And that's one area of the game where they've been more than competitive. Their line-out is very good, I think. I can't remember high school old boys losing a ball at the line-out. Now the ball on the field. It's got talent hoops in the touch. Now we've got a little lady and a road rugby ball in the end goal area, and that's, well, that's community rugby, I suppose. Just the way it is here. Touches at 40 to 0, it is 40 to 0. It's been a hard game. Now, Waikato certainly deserve enormous credit. They've been done a long time. Civil Project Solutions Premier Rugby, but in as much as that's true, and you need two to tango, high school old boys' second half effort has been strong. Defensively has been really strong. Brilliant score by to 0. High school old boys penalty here. Scott Talent holds the ball aloft. What can high school old boys spark up here? What can they come up with here? I don't think a line kick pressing is the way to go. They can win the line out, but I would imagine that from there, if they win the line out, Waikaho's back defense is hard to crack. They find touch. Their line out, as I said before, has been very good. But the defending champions have also shown great pride in the line. They have kept their own goal line intact. Look at that. There's Thomas with a hand on the supporting shoulder of Toru Nono. Oh, hey, what's Mario Council doing here? They're trying to pull a fast one on the high school old boys hooker. Jeff Hardy's got the ball now. Whose throw is it? Oh, that was brilliant. That's one of the most, honestly, that's too hard. Mario Council trying to get one off high school old boys. That's some of the mischief of rugby. What did they used to call that? Devilment in the old days. Scott Talent there. Had the ball. Well, that was amazing. You know, that's one of the funniest things of it. Mario Council ran over to it.
They get a
Ran
throw.
over to it. It was Wallace asking for the ball. Sometimes they make it sound so simple, you believe.
Get the conversion? No.
There have been lighter moments in this game. 40 now, Mario down the blind side, accelerates now. Over to Casey Wilson. Got to run hard and straight. Left on the touchline, Neville Bowen. Casey Wilson. I think it's quite refreshing to see a winger that doesn't possess the strength to run hard and straight. Nice, makes a nice game. Runs hard, runs straight. Both sides have shown some skill today. Obviously, in terms of number of opportunities, like who they throw the ball in, the ball's loose, they do it wild. He makes a tackle at the back to Pirate first to the ball.